Hi, this is Irina from Above All Service, and today I'd like to share with you 3 must-dos for wives to keep a healthy marriage. I'm sure there are far more than that, but I would like to share 3 essential musts that you need to do to keep a healthy marriage. Now, remember, as much as we women like to change our husbands and we're sort of hoping and praying that, if he would only do this and that, then all will be well. However, we cannot control what they do or what they don't do. We cannot control what they say or don't say. We can, however, control what we think, how we feel, and what we do. So the number 1 essential is you need to make a decision that you're going to do whatever it takes to keep a healthy marriage. Not look at your husband, not look at his friends, not look at anybody else but you. You need to make the decision that it is until death us apart. And that's that. It's not until I fall out of love, until it gets too hard, until you want to have a change, until no. You decide that you're going to do all you can until death us apart. So no separation, no divorce. Get that word out of your system. There is no even going there. So don't even go there. So number 1 is decide you're gonna do all you can do. Okay, number 1. Number 2, I know out of first-hand experience that we can sometimes let our relationship with our husband spiral down a bit. Now, at stages we can find ourselves at a level where we sort of don't really like him that much. And the longer we leave it out there, the worse it actually gets. So you need to, again, decide how far are you going to take this? How long are you going to put up with the way it is before you take charge and change it? And the way you can do it is, number 2, go down memory lane. Go down memory lane, remembering why you fell in love with your husband in the first place. What was it about him that made your heartbeat go boom, 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 boom every time you saw him? What was it about him that made you fall head over heels? What was it about him that made you say yes to his proposal? What was it about him that made you say, I do? I myself had to do that as well already once in our marriage, where I had to go back as far as pretty much the first day we met. And what was it that made me fall in love with him? Because sometimes I know as women, when we let ourselves spiral down a little, we really forget the good things about our husbands, and we can quickly count on 2 hands all the flaws that he has, and somehow we can't remember anything good about him. So if you are in that situation, you need to go, okay, what about a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Okay, go back to when you started. If that's what you have to do, you need to do that. Go down memory lane. Not only that, when you go down memory lane, write down what it was that made you fall in love. Write down what it was that you liked about him. Was it his smile, the way he walked, the way he looked at you, his hands, his butt, his nice hair. I don't know, whatever it was for you, write it down, because you know what? You need to fall in love with your husband again, just one. You need to feel how you felt about him when you said yes, when you fell in love. You want to keep your marriage healthy? That's something you need to do. Look at him and try to see why you said yes to him in the first place, why you fell in love. Another step to that would be, now that you have it written down, I myself at one stage I actually had to put it up next to my bedside to remind myself, to tell myself every day. And it actually said, I love my husband because he is kind, he is sincere, he is true, he makes me laugh, he's understanding. You know, all these things I had to confirm to myself what I have forgotten for a while. So sometimes we need to really remind ourselves, not only, yeah, but that was then. No, you know what? He still has those qualities. So just bring him up again. And when you do, you know what? Funny enough, there seems to be a way that somehow that's exactly who he will become again, if that's who you see him as. Number two, that was number two. And number three, this might be a little bit hard for some people that don't believe in God as their creator. But number three is, which when I was told this one, it blew my mind really. Just because I know who God is. I know God is love. And I know how much he loves me. So I know how much he loves my husband. So number three is, try to see your husband like God sees him. Oh my goodness. That was like, wow. Okay. It was a bit of a realization to me that, I did not see my husband the way God saw him. So if you don't know how God sees your husband, why don't you find out how God sees you, and then you know exactly what God sees when he looks at your husband, and that will blow your mind. And then you can start thinking, my goodness, if God thinks that highly of my husband and he loves him so much, who am I not to love him, this beautiful person that he is? So there you go. These are the three musts, the three essentials for women to keep loving their husband and to have a healthy relationship in the marriage. I hope this has helped some of you ladies. Try it. It works. I did it myself, so I can highly recommend it. And you know what? You might have to do it once or twice in your marriage. All the best.